is the Bill Squire Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of the Bill Squire Show. I am your host, Bill Squire. And I...
You are what?
Drunk!
He's pretty drunk.
I'm pretty drunk. We were at a birthday party. It was fun. It's a good time. This is Sam, my girlfriend.
Hello!
She's back by popular demand. And this episode, we're going to talk a little bit, and then we're going to throw it to the Instagram hottie this week, my ex-girlfriend, Carly, who we were just hanging out with.
Woo!
And tell me your thoughts on Carly.
I like Carly.
I like Carly, too. We're good pals.
Yeah.
And she makes me crazy, in a way.
I mean, she is crazy, but she knows it.
Yes, she does. But she still is very adverse to embracing all her craziness, which is what I tell her to do.
Well, what do you want her to do? Fucking just follow through with her crazy feels?
Just like all the things we were talking about today, where she's like, I could just fuck. I don't care. I don't need to be this blah, blah, blah.
I don't want this to be like the we talk about Carly thing.
Well, I talk with Carly after this, so.
Okay, but I don't...
Well, we'll get into it later. But Carly, love her. She's great. She's my friend. But she's got some issues.
But don't we all?
We all do.
This is
except for me.
our drink.
Okay. I appreciate
Excuse
that.
you?
No, I have the most issues.
Here you go with saying
I'm
the
fucking
most again.
Newsweek.
The most.
Yeah. Oh, you don't like the most. All right. But the reason I wanted to have... Let me drink this real quick.
You're going to be mad at this and not like it.
Why?
I don't know. Sometimes when you get drunk, you don't like...
This one I think is going to be fun.
All right.
All right. But I wanted you to talk about the person that is bad at sucking dick that made you so happy the other day.
Okay.
You got to talk about it in vague terms so you're not calling them out. But
understand.
Man, it was funny watching you get fired up about it.
Shut up, Whoopsie. You're bad at sucking dick, too.
You don't even know that.
She
is. I don't know. No. Sometimes I try to jerk off when she's around, and I have to put her in her cage because otherwise she definitely is like, what's going on here?
You want people to know that? Okay, so this person that I know, I already don't like because I don't really have it. I have a very low tolerance for stupid people. Mm-hmm. So put this person on the list of stupid people. Mm-hmm. And then come to find out that she doesn't know how to suck a dick and she's 30-something years old. What the fuck have you been doing all your life?
Now, what did the person tell you? Like, what is her technique? Or, like, what was bad about the way she sucks dick?
This conversation was had, 2 weeks ago, so I kind of don't really remember. But, what? There's no rhythm.
Well, sucking dick's all about rhythm.
And I feel like you have to like what you're doing to want to be good at it. And I feel like this person...
Effort.
Just doesn't...
Rhythm and effort go a long way.
I feel like she just doesn't want to suck dick because she doesn't care about it because it's not about her and that's just the kind of person that she is. So that makes me just hate her more. Because I love to suck dick.
You do.
It's just... It does the thing it needs to do for me.
What is the thing that it needs to do for you? What do you get out of it?
I can get off by sucking your dick.
That is the most romantic thing that anybody's ever said to me.
You're welcome. And you're welcomed.
Yeah, I know.
But I already hate her, and then I find out that she's bad at sucking dick, and that's something that I love. But I'm just you're just the worst person.
The funny part of the whole thing. All right, what's worse, you barking or you chewing on this goddamn toy? There you go. Anyway, what the point what made me laugh so much when you told me about how upset you were over or not even you were gloating. You're like, this bitch is.
I just don't like this broad. I don't fucking
You don't like her,
her.
And then you find out that she isn't good at sucking dick, and you were so excited by that, and you were so proud of yourself, and it was very cute, and I really loved it.
That's just I take pride in that. And then you're like,
You should.
like,
I take pride in,
she should.
eating some puss.
Like,
Is that the best term? And we'll do my dad's term.
But like,
The one lick cum.
like if you're out here trying to get fucked, you think that you would want to be good at the. What do we call
You
this?
think you'd want to please as much as you get.
The pre-fucking ritual.
Yeah, you want to give as much as you get.
No, she's this little selfish broad, and I fucking don't like her, and she's an idiot. And God damn it, do I hate her.
And that's why you like so much that she's bad at sucking dick.
And like, I understand that it's an unreasonable hatred, and I've made amends to the people that whatever.
Yeah.
Like, she's hugged me, and we've talked about how much I want to punch her in the face, but like, she's still an idiot.
Yeah.
Learn how to suck a dick. Eat a fucking cucumber or a banana.
Well, don't eat it. Suck it.
And then eat it.
And then eat it afterwards, yes. Don't be wasteful.
Does she need to borrow a banana flask? Have one.
So yes, I really wanted to start the episode that way, and
And if you're bad at sucking dick, practice.
that's good advice. You gotta want it, basically.
And if you don't want it, say you don't want to do it, and don't waste anybody's time or effort or fucking hardness.
But also examine yourself, I think. If you don't want to do that, like, even if you're a guy and you don't want to eat pussy, that's on you. Like, that means you have an insecurity there.
Also, if
And you have some issues.
if you're
What you're saying something about sucking dick and
Don't eat that.
eating pussy.
okay, so if you're not willing to go down on your partner, you should not expect them to do that for you.
I agree.
So, like, if someone's willing to put in the effort for you, why wouldn't you try to put in effort for them?
And also, even just like that communication when it comes to sexual intercourse and everything, like doing what the other person wants, like having that conversation, be like, okay, you're into this, I'm into this. Like, that conversation is very important because a lot of people don't have that conversation, and that's why their sex life suffers.
Yeah, and like, I'm pretty sure everybody's out here trying to get fucked one way or another. Mm-hmm. And it's just a matter of making that
Expressing
known.
what you need and what you want and what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do.
Yeah, boundaries and expectations and fucking, like...
And then meeting those or setting them, yeah. All right. Thank you. Get ready for the interview with this week's Instagram hottie, my ex-girlfriend, Carly.
Woo!
Oh, and you might recognize Carly because she is the you fucking know better girl.
She's great.
She's fine.
She's seen you naked.
She doesn't like to acknowledge that.
I know, that's why I'm saying it.
I know, it's funny. She's like, she really doesn't like to acknowledge our relationship, but, whatever. I think it's funny
I do too.
because it makes her so uncomfortable.
Yep.
Yep.
And then I'm around.
Yep. But you guys are going to end up being really good friends, I feel like.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. Enjoy this right now. With what was the award you just won?
Everybody's favorite ex-girlfriend.
Well, I mean, yes. Although my new girlfriend is also my ex-girlfriend because she broke up with me. So you might have to...
Can you count that
I don't know. Can you?
as an ex if it's...
She did break up with me at once, so I got back together with my ex.
Okay.
All right, so...
Second favorite.
You might be the favorite.
Sam should have number one spot.
All right. So what was the award you just won? Best Young Professional.
Young Professional of the Year.
Young
for
Professional of the Year.
The local association of realtors.
All right. I think right there. Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
That's amazing. That's awesome. Congratulations on that. That's a huge deal.
It is. Yeah, it was super exciting.
And that's something that you wanted to win. You were going for it. You put your mind to these goals and you keep knocking them off, and it gives you all the happiness that you'll ever need, and you don't need no man to be a complete person, right?
Apparently.
No, that's not true. You're super sad.
There's so much harder to come by when you like have your own job and your own...
But why is that? Why do you think, is your success because you are killing it as a realtor? Do you think your success is intimidating to a lot of guys?
I don't know. I mean, one ex-boyfriend in particular, yeah. My most recent ex, I think it was more like he didn't care. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's intimidating. Like, a lot of guys think they like it, and then when they get into it and you're actually working a lot. And,
right. Yeah, because you do work a lot of hours. Is it?
Yeah.
And now are they intimidated by the job, or are they just kind of like, oh, you're not at my beck and call when I need because you actually have your own thing going on? Is that probably play into it as well?
Probably. Well, I don't know, because if you're reading, like, I don't know, I love like books and podcasts. Like, they say that like men like women that like have their own lives.
I agree. I absolutely enjoy that, and I think that's important. Hold on, let me go put her bark collar on, because otherwise this is gonna be annoying.
It's her show.
Yeah, I know. Basically, it is. All right. Sorry about that. So anyway, you're having a tough time with men's.
Always have.
Always have.
Always have.
What do you think? All right, let's talk about this, because what we want to do is we want to find somebody for Carly.
I think I just have bad taste, probably.
Make sure you stay on the mic.
I have bad taste.
In men.
I think so.
I would agree. Present company included.
Yeah.
But that
at
was
that
also
time anyway.
At that time, yes. At that time, I take full responsibility for it. If you don't know the backstory, Carly is my ex-girlfriend. She left me a strongly worded voicemail a few years ago where, what'd you say again?
Said a lot of things.
But what's your catchphrase?
I think the catchphrase that you fucking know better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've only ever had one client notice it.
Only one client, but
Or
plenty of
actually,
friends.
well, so one client that told me they put 2 and 2 together.
That's, well.
So it was probably more. I don't know.
Well, I think you should use it as a slogan for your realty business. You fucking know better than to go to anybody else than Carly.
It's like probably some kind of license violation.
By saying fucking?
I think. I don't know.
Well, we'll figure it out. Anyway, so we broke up a while ago. Years ago. We didn't talk to each other for a while. And then
we each had like full serious relationships, like live-in significant others after that, and we did not speak. I wouldn't talk to you. You tried to talk to me, but I didn't.
I tried to talk to you once, and then like you made it clear that you weren't going to talk to me.
I think
I
just didn't respond.
To you. Yeah,
yeah.
So then I left it at that. But that was before I was in my relationship. Just so everybody knows. But
I don't. Even if you were, I don't think it was anything.
Well,
like,
it wasn't anything. But I'm just saying,
inappropriate.
But I think it was just one night when I was drunk and I reached out to you, and then you were.
I think you like wished me happy birthday, maybe.
Aw, what a sweet guy.
No,
it's coming up.
You got.
Did it just happen, or is it?
No, I remember what happened on my birthday. I probably shouldn't bring it up.
Which birthday?
You were at a haunted house.
That was on your birthday.
That was on my birthday.
You can bring that up. That was funny. I got an endorsement out of that, so that worked out. And a good joke.
I had some laughs about that.
Yeah. Oh, you were laughing at my pain?
Well, because I was still mad at you.
Yeah. You hold a grudge like a motherfucker, by the way. Nobody holds a grudge quite like Carly. It's shocking. It's shocking that we're friends.
No, it is. But it's funny because like I have ex-boyfriends that have done like much lesser things to me. And like you and I are so far out of that situation and like different people, and like it almost feels like we never dated. Mm-hmm. And like all my friends love you. It does.
Like when I think about when we were dating, you seem like a different person and I seem like a different person. Yeah. So it's like technically these bodies dated, but the person that we are right now is not who we're dating at the time.
Yeah. So even like now I'll like go through stuff with boys and my friends will like not like them, or they'll even be like, well, what does Bill say about it?
But that's because once we were going through our breakups a few years later, you got drunk and reached out to me, and then
Someone dared me to text you.
Yes.
I think
And-
it was
and
when
then you
you
did.
had the perm, maybe?
yes, I had the perm. I was,
Yeah.
I had just moved out of my ex-girlfriend's house. I was living with my parents at the time for like a month. And you text me, and I was just like, yeah, I'll reply. Let's see what's going on here. And then we kind of rekindled our, we didn't rekindle. We became friends because we were
became
never really friends first.
Yeah.
We were just kind of like, we knew who each other were. And then like we went on a few dates, and then we were together, and then it fell apart in a spectacular manner. But now we're friends, and you helped me get my condo, which I appreciate a lot because you are a fantastic realtor.
Thank you.
You go above and beyond.
One of the few things I'm good at.
What are the other things you're good at?
That's a good question. Good dog mom.
Good dog.
Good
Yes.
baker.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't.
You are very caring. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
But also probably double-edged sword because you care more about people than they care about you.
I don't have a capacity to understand. I mean, it's getting better as I get older, but things like being lied to, or a bit like I just like honesty and loyalty are like way up there for me,
Yeah.
and I just don't do it. And I really like value the people in my life. So when they do bad stuff to me, I get like,
Oh, you lose your fucking shit.
like you get like mean girl stuff to me. Like, I don't get it. Like, you're
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not just gonna like, I'm not gonna understand it. Not gonna put up with it.
Now, here's something that when it comes to you, and this is something that we kind of go back and forth with, you're very calculated in the way you do things, especially when it comes to communicating with the people that you care about or the ones that you want to care about you. So like when you, and this is something I think we covered in the Cam podcast, what was that movie called? On the Flicks and Bill?
Was it Cam or Cam Girl?
I think
or
it was a Cam or Cam Girl or something like
I
that.
don't know.
But we
It's not a
talked
good
about
movie.
you knowing how to kind of, you have ways of knowing what people are doing on social media. And social media's changed since then.
Every female.
Yeah.
Like,
But I think you are,
I'm just
better at
openly
it than a lot.
admitting to it. Like every girl out there can like track down more than you probably think, and they do.
I don't think my girlfriend does. But we're also at a point where like we're so open that
Yeah.
if anything where she'd be like, hey, what's this about? I'd be like, oh, here's all the things. And she'd be like, oh, okay. Like,
Well,
that's nice.
I couldn't do any of that with my most recent ex.
Because
So
he's got no social
I
media.
could not creep or start. Well, he
Like
has Instagram.
He has it, but he
doesn't
doesn't use it,
He doesn't
yeah.
have Facebook. Yeah. So
Do you think that was the biggest problem right there? It's the fact that he doesn't, that you weren't able to stalk him properly?
No, because I mean, the past couple years I've been trying to like contain the crazy. Mm-hmm. So I think
feel like for your next relationship, you need to let all the crazy all the way out of the box.
where that comes into play though, like I don't thrive or do well in like the gray area of a relationship where you like maybe start dating someone and you haven't defined things or had a conversation yet, and you don't know, like, you know, with like dudes especially, like you don't know if they're
Well, I put labels on things.
right, like you
That
don't know
kind
if they're
of situation.
like there's a lot of
Where
guys
you're hanging
that,
out a lot. It
Yeah.
seems like you're a girlfriend, boyfriend situation. Seems like you're exclusive, but then when you bring it up, they go, well, I don't want
because
to
I
talk
get
about
like
that.
blinders on. Like if I
Yeah.
like somebody, like I'm very unlikely to like keep looking, or like I'll put my focus on that and be like, oh, I like this guy. I'm going to talk to this guy. I'm going to hang out with this guy.
And maybe that's exactly what this whole experiment that we're going to do will help you with.
Well,
is because
how
what
many
if we
of them
get?
do I have to meet? One.
Well, I think we'll get as many submissions as we can, and then we will see which ones you like, and then it's up to you how many you're in control of the whole process here. So what we're going to do is we're asking you, the listeners and viewers of this podcast, to submit a video in order to go on a date with Carly to help her find someone new.
Yeah.
And I feel like if
To-
there's
to
anybody
you,
that could
I
be
guess.
perfect for Carly, it's one of my listeners.
They already,
And
they
here's the
already
added
know
part,
the worst stuff.
if it works out, you get to be the grand prize is you get to be Eskimo brothers with me.
You're disgusting.
Listen, I've held back already a little bit because there's another thing that you're good at that I was not going to say. Do you want me to say?
No.
Okay.
You probably shouldn't.
It's up to you. I was talking with Sam the other day, and she's laughing about something. And I'm like, what are you laughing about? And she's like, it's weird, but I want to tell you. And I'm like, tell me. And she's like, there's this guy that I know, and he's with this girl, and he's really mad that she's not good at sucking dick. And I know who the girl is, and I don't like her. And I think it's hilarious that she's bad at sucking dick because she portrays herself as someone that's like all the, sexually awesome and stuff like that. So I appreciate that about Sam just being like just like she takes pride in what she does, and you should too.
No, I know. It's two different things. I like Sam.
I like Sam too.
I like Sam
a lot.
I feel like I was on your first date with Sam, or your second date.
Yeah, you kind of were. Because we went to, it was kind of a date. I mean, I think we call that our first date. Was the night that I won the Polar Blast battle, and we went up to emo night at the Foundry, and you were there, and we were all hanging out. It was a good time.
Then you guys went to the chamber, and I got all moody because I don't like to dance.
I know. How do you?
It's like a social anxiety. I don't know that.
But that's the place to dance. Like if you don't like to, but
I know, but
here's the thing: do you like to dance by yourself?
No.
You don't even dance by yourself.
Where people want to sing and it just doesn't happen to me.
Okay.
So I don't know. I remember
Are you on the spectrum?
I don't know. I've been reading up on that recently. That's really hard to diagnose in women. But I remember being in high school and going to high school dances and basically trying to mimic what other people were doing because it was not coming.
You don't just hear the music and feel it.
I mean, I know how dancing. If I'm going to dance,
but I'm not talking about how to. I'm saying when you hear certain music, doesn't it make you want to move?
Not really. No.
No. Okay.
I do it sometimes socially. I know people would do it, but I don't.
See,
I don't like it. I don't.
The beauty of the chamber is that's where you can dance weird and you can dance, and it's goth stuff, and it's I just like
Becca
that whole
will
vibe.
Dance.
Yeah.
If it's a super joke,
we have to explain who Becca is, though.
If it's exaggerated and it's funny, as a joke, not for fun, Becca will
explain who Becca is.
Becca is me when I drink too much.
Yes, alter ego of Carly is Becca when she's had a lot to drink.
Yeah.
So
that's about it.
But so what are you looking for in a guy if they're going to submit a video? So what we want you to do is if you want to go on a date with Carly, submit a video telling us about yourself, telling us what your job is, your name, your age, things you're interested in, and keep it to 30 seconds. And we'll see what we get.
We'll probably get nothing.
Bill@AlanCoxShow.com. Just email them there.
You're doing the Alan Cox email? What am I looking for?
What do you want in a partner?
I guess.
Oh, wait. Let me ask you this. Does it have to be a guy?
Yeah, preferably.
Preferably.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone down that road, though?
No, I
because I'm not even talking maybe sexually, but I'm
no,
maybe
my lesbian friends are we hate girls like you because you'll flirt with a chick, but she knows you're not gonna go anywhere with it.
And you've never gone anywhere with it?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. I feel it's different for girls because I feel a lot of guys.
I feel if you're a girl, you should still submit though, just for the fun factor of it. It doesn't mean she's gonna go out with you, but I want to see what your submissions are.
Well, so. Sexuality, it's a spectrum, right? So
right.
I feel so many guys, if you ask a guy, they'll be I don't know if that guy's attractive. I don't know what attractive men look like.
That's such a bullshit answer, by the way.
Yeah.
Because you can put a dude up, if you look at Chris Evans, you can't be well, I don't know if he's attractive. Of course he's attractive. If you look at Chadwick Boseman or you look at Denzel Washington, you go, yes, obviously that's an attractive person. Because it's about face symmetry and stuff like that. So what happens is guys are so insecure about their sexuality that when there is some
insecurity.
Yes, yeah. When they're asked to say someone's handsome or good looking, they get nervous and say oh, I can't say that person's good looking because that makes me gay. And it's no, it doesn't make you gay.
Yeah, dudes. Women we appreciate. A lot of us will appreciate other women and.
Right.
Like,
and I
think
feel
they're-
like that's coming around, like where you see a guy like Jason Momoa, you can't look at that guy and be like, he's ugly. You know he's not ugly. He's a fucking god. Like, look at the way
Yeah.
he's built and
Yeah.
everything like that. Like, you know what a good looking guy is. And also, a lot of times, if you look at their avatars on like a video game or something like that, you'll see what their preferences are when it comes to an attractive male.
I don't play video games.
I know, but you know, like, you can create an avatar.
Sure, yeah.
Or like even their Bitmoji or something like that. They can create something
Their
that
Bitmoji is supposed to look like yourself.
it's supposed to, but a lot of people upgrade their Bitmoji a lot. Like,
Okay.
you ever get a text from somebody or like a Snapchat from somebody and you're like, this is their Bitmoji, and then you see them in real life, you're like, whoa, your Bitmoji does not represent what you are.
I don't think I paid attention to it, but now I will.
Yeah. I just know because the reason I do pay attention to it is because my mom uses Bitmojis, and she sends me her Bitmojis. I'm like, you are an old lady, and my mom looks great for her age, but she
My
does
mom
not look
wouldn't
like
even-
her Bitmoji.
My mom wouldn't even know how to
She really upgraded her
make
Bitmoji.
a Bitmoji.
Although we did talk about on like 2 podcasts ago that Sam thinks my mom is a hot mom, and then we went into a whole weird thing about how my dad tries to eat pussy in one slurp. You should listen. It's funny. That's how he does it. Just one.
Did he tell
It's
you?
all
that?
done. No, he didn't tell me that. That's what
I feel like
Sam
I feel
was
like
saying.
our parents' generation
Doesn't even do it.
doesn't eat pussy.
Well, that's all right, and that's the thing, and that's why they're all so mad and so pent up and all like voting for Trump, because they're like, I don't get to be happy. Nobody does.
I remember when I was in like high school or middle school, I forget what pop star was on the TV, and my mom was like, her shorts are so short, her pubic hairs are going to come out. And I was like, we don't keep those anymore.
Those are gone, lady. And even if they're there, they're very short. They're not. They're trimmed down most of the time. Won't go there. So what? All right, let's get your top 5 qualities in a man
Yeah.
a person.
So I have like a super anxious attachment style. If anyone's like a psych nerd into attachment styles like me. So people like me, we need like validation. And that's
Yeah.
not like constant reassurance, but like we appreciate like the good morning texts or like,
Right.
you look nice, or, you know, folded my laundry. That was so nice of you. Like stuff like that. And I feel like I had that big time in one, like the guy I dated after you,
Right.
like almost too much.
So he went like too far with it. And it seemed
Yeah. Well,
weird.
like I'm not fancy.
Yeah.
Like it's,
You're a little fancy.
well, but like it means more to me
kinda fancy.
if I have like a bad day and you're like, oh, I bought you some flaming hot Cheetos, then like, okay, well here's champagne and like I
Yeah.
don't need all that. So
It's more about being dialed into who you are.
Yeah.
So like knowing like actually what you like. And that I think that's similar to what I have with Sam, where like I know that if I get her flowers, that's going to be a bad day for me. But if I get her something that she's going to enjoy based on who she is,
Yeah.
that's going to, she wants the gift, but she doesn't want the traditional gift. She wants something tailored to her personality.
Yeah. Well, like flowers, but I don't like need flowers. If that makes sense.
Well, but I'm saying, and I'm just using Sam as the example, but like if you got flowers, you'd be happy about it, but you also want them to know what flowers to get you. Like what
Yeah.
kind you like,
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
what
And-
colors you like, things like that. Something to make it personal to you. It's not just like, hey, here's flowers because I know girls like flowers, but like, hey, I got you these because I know you had a hard time today and I wanted you to feel better. So I got you these flowers that, look this way or smell this way that are specific to what you enjoy. Mm-hmm. Give them a little hint of what kind of flowers you like.
Oh. Well, I guess lilies, and I don't know how, ranunculus or something. I don't know. They're like a peony variety.
Okay.
They're pretty. Yeah, dog people.
All right. So your first thing is,
Well, these are not in order.
okay. Well, I'm just trying to get through 5 of them. So dog people are good. And then the
Yeah.
first one was knowing how to give you validation.
I guess so. Yeah. I'm like highly.
So let's
like-
change the give you validation thing to someone that is very emotionally literate.
Well, yeah, communication's
Right.
Like,
because I feel like you could say all these things, and it all comes down to that one thing where being able to communicate and being able to express themselves to you is.
I need to work
important.
on that too.
Yeah,
because I tend to like get into relationships and not really like. I don't always express like what I have issues with.
I agree, and here's something that you do too. And there's an episode of the show My Name Is Earl where they call out Randy for being a relationship chameleon, where whoever he's dating, he kind of becomes what they are. And I don't think you do that to like the degree that they do on the show, but I feel like you definitely put their needs and likes first before yours.
Yeah, I'd probably do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely like
So somebody
I'm not
that
as
is
like I'm way less likely to bring stuff up that's bothering me. Like I'm working on that.
Yeah.
But I also it does cause a problem because like if you're not a communicator and you're not talking to me about stuff, like I'm not going to do it. And that's
I relate to that exactly because
yeah.
That's something that Sam had a hard time with, was expressing things that she's having, like even things that weren't really about me, but just things that were going on in her life that were upsetting. She didn't feel like she wanted to burden me with them, and I'm like, well, that's not what, I'm here to help you with that burden.
And I feel like I tried to work on it, and I probably like my last relationship, I would sometimes try, like he's very like he does not communicate at all. We never communicate, like never. And like if I did a little bit, like it would take me so much courage to do it, and then he would just like not respond, or like, and I would just
That's really upsetting.
And then I would start like reeling because I was like, oh, it was so hard for me to do this, and it didn't work, and but I'm getting, it's not perfect. I'm working on it.
All right.
I've been working on it.
So because I relate most things in my life or in just anyone's life to television, maybe what you need is on an episode of 30 Rock, Liz Lemon's going through a situation like this, and she sees Alec Baldwin, who plays her boss, was Jack Donaghy, and he has different women for different needs. He's got a sex idiot, he's got like a funny girl, he's got someone that's like emotionally supportive. So he has all these different women that he's dating to try and create the woman that he needs because he can't find it all in one person.
See, I don't think that's a bad thing if you do it right. I think like open relationships can be super healthy.
I agree.
Because people, I mean, like, what is it? Like 60% of people cheat, and
probably even higher than that.
Probably, yeah. And I think like open communication. I think going in, if that's your vibe and your deal, and you like discuss it and lay it all out, and that's your plan, and I think it can be really healthy.
I agree.
I think a lot of people do it incorrectly.
So we'll go emotionally literate, dog person,
and emotionally
good,
available.
and also emotionally available. I think that's with the literate, and then also communication, like someone that's very good at communicating, and it doesn't have to be just at an emotional level, at every level. I think that because I know too from some of your past experiences that you were with someone that you didn't see eye to eye with. When it comes to like a woman's role in the relationship or even politics and stuff like that.
Which I didn't know for like a year.
Yeah.
And that's a
because
problem
you don't
too.
communicate.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
So being able to like put yourself out on the table and have them accept that is important.
Yeah. That I think that X, by the way, is like still using my Hulu account. Is that like, I don't know. Is that weird?
I thought you changed the password or something, or you like kicked them off or something.
So the way it was like, and we dated, when did he and I break up? Like 3 years
2018.
ago? 2 years? I think it was maybe 3 years ago. It was not super recent.
Well, when did I get the perm? That was then. So yeah, 2018. So
not super
2.5
recent.
years
Like
ago.
we do not talk at all. And I think it was his brother was using it. So there was my name, and then on the Hulu there was not Carly. It's like Carly, not Carly. And I wasn't sure if they were using it or not using it. I don't know. I didn't know how to like take the name off. I didn't really give too much thought to it. And then a couple months ago, like his mom's name popped up on it. And I was like...
So he's not just using it, like he's farmed it out to his family. And
well,
you're paying for
I don't know if he's like, maybe they're using it and he's not like
but
brother.
But his family's using it.
His brother, I was like, whatever. He's like in college. Like I wasn't hurting anybody. And a lot of my friends are like, this is so rude of them. Like take him off. And I'm like, no, I mean, what does mom ever do to me?
Right.
Like who am I to like take away Grey's Anatomy or whatever? She's like,
You should go in and see what she's watching, though.
It's not. I haven't gone into hers. No, well, I guess they can go into mine. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, they could.
But like my friends are like, and I'm like, oh, it's not hurting anybody.
Well, all right. So we got 3 things. 2 more things.
Actually, probably one of the biggest things is like my dealing with my ambition.
Okay.
Because I work a lot. I'm very driven. I don't like a lot of guys either think. So there's a couple things like that particular relationship you're talking about, Hulu. He was very like uncomfortable with me being successful or like more successful than him, which doesn't matter to me. Like, I don't care if you make more money, less money. You can't be threatened by it. Like, you can't be.
But you have to have direction too, though. You can't be like lazy and living off of you.
Yeah, no, I don't want that either. But yeah, so that's a problem. And then a lot of guys are like kind of like intimidated by it once they find. And I don't brag or I don't, but like you can Google me and see how many homes I sell or how like it's not that hard to figure out like
Instagram
where somebody is.
But you should be proud of it because you are very good at what you do. So you should be proud of it because it's not like you're hyping yourself up over nothing. It's a tactic to get more clients. So that makes sense to do that.
Like, I don't need you to be like congratulating me every day or anything like that, but definitely some.
But you need someone to be secure enough to understand that you're going to make a lot of money and be okay with that. All right, now let's get to the final category. So secure is, we'll say secure in their masculinity completely, because I feel like we touched on that earlier. And then we'll get into the last one, which I think has to do with looks. Because I know you say you have a type, but I think
pretty specific type.
But I think when it comes to who you actually are, like, that's not really
you think
who you
I'm
are.
What's that word? Demisexual? Or you like personality?
I think so.
Is that the word? That's what you think I am.
I think if
I haven't explored that in therapy. But
right, but I think you are. I think you are that where, because I did not fit that stereotype of who you like, but you liked me quite a bit, I feel like, at that time. But also, like we said, not the same person now that you were then. But I feel like because of how understanding and how open you are, like, yes, you want them to be attractive, but you don't need them to be this specific, like, kind of attractive.
Yeah. Well, that's why I can't do those, like, dating apps. Because I just, like, getting to know someone is, like, part of why I like them. Like, I can't go off of, like, just a picture.
And that's what I'm saying.
If I did go off of just a picture, it'd be that guy who played Damon on the Vampire Diaries. Like, such the dark hair and the blue eyes.
Who the fuck knows what that is?
Google it.
All right, but Google it if you need to. But such a, like, there's so many famous people, and you went with, like, the second least famous person.
It's like my high school crush the whole time. What do you mean? Who am I supposed to go with?
I don't know. Let me see what, I can't look up because my phone is recording
who's your celebrity crush?
I don't know. There's a bunch. I already named a bunch of the dude ones, so I'll go with some of the lady ones. Scarlett Johansson I like a lot. I'd mentioned, who's the lady from Banana. Not Banana. Not what's her name? She's married to Jason Momoa, and she's Lisa Bonet. She's hot. I like. What's the girl?
She's very like.
What's the girl from Anna Kendrick? I like a lot. So I have like a spectrum of women.
I think everyone
are
loves
beautiful.
Anna Kendrick.
Yeah, but I think women are beautiful, so I don't really have a type. So if someone's beautiful, like, even if they're not traditionally beautiful, like, I like all shapes and sizes and stuff too. So.
We know that.
Yeah, you do. She was very judgy about some of the girls that I was with.
No, you've just like dated all of them.
Mm-hmm. I tried to.
Yeah. Well, a part of like, because you like cheated on me, so of course I like ripped all those girls apart.
Yeah.
I did not like any of that. Like
but some of them weren't cheating.
They could have been like Megan Fox, and I would have like not liked them.
Yeah. But some of them were cheating. There was really only one that was cheating. The others were just when we were dating and we hadn't defined things yet.
Again, the gray area. Don't do well with it.
She's not good with the gray area. She calls it cheating when it was just undefined situation.
Okay. I think if you like ask a girl to keep a toothbrush at your house, you can no longer.
And by the time you had the toothbrush at the house, there was no more.
That's debatable, but it's like it doesn't matter anymore.
No, but I'm just saying, like, by the time the toothbrush was there, we were in a relationship. Because you got the toothbrush there around the same time I said, like, hey, will you be my girlfriend?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really remember.
Okay.
But I found out about it all later. I don't really, I don't think we ever really talked a lot about the timeline.
Yeah. Well,
But
other than when we're doing podcasts and I'm trying to defend myself and say it was only one time that I cheated on you, as if that makes it better.
no, it doesn't.
It doesn't. It doesn't. So, yeah, you win. All right. So if you want to go out with Carly, send a video, boy or girl.
Let me talk about the physical guys. Well, I guess I gave the...
Yeah, you gave it.
Yeah. I really like
she's
a
tall, dark.
well-groomed, short beard.
Yeah. So if you have that.
Shorter than yours. Yours is too
Mine's
long for me.
right now. Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's a pandemic.
It's not for me.
They don't have to try right now. Pandemic beards are whatever. It's too long for me, honestly, right now. But I'm just like, I forget about stuff like that. Anyway, if you want to date Carly, send an email with a 30-second video and just tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us how old you are. Tell us why you think you'd be a good match for Carly. And
I'm actually not crazy.
she's not. She's a little crazy.
We're all a little crazy.
Yeah. She's crazy. Not as crazy as she seemed in the voicemail, but she's definitely. You got some stuff going on, but everybody's got stuff going on. So maybe you. What we're trying to find is somebody who's crazy will match your crazy. That's what it comes down to.
That's fair.
Sam and I,
That's
our
fair.
crazies match. That's a good
I wish she
situation.
was here. I kind of wanted to see her.
All right. Well, she wanted to be here too, but
Next time.
maybe she'll submit. All right. Thank you so much for listening. Send that email to bill@alancockshow.com, the video, why you'd be a good match for Carly, and keep it around 30 seconds. Anything else you want to say?
That's it.
Oh.
This is the Bill Squire Show.